Hello, everyone. This is Ross from Retro Dream Beam. I'm an eBay seller full time. I've been doing this with my fiance Netta for a couple years now. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'm about to go what we are shipping out today on Thursday, so it's still like a pretty decent day. We're having some decent days back to back, but we'll see how it continues. I'm hoping it continues upward. All right, but the first thing right here is going to be some Warhammer 40k Necron bits and pieces on the sprues still. So these sprues are like how the miniatures come, and then they'll have all the little pieces that you have to pop out, and you have to like shape the little mold lines, and then you glue them together. So this isn't the full figure, but it does have like a bunch of like weapons, arms, and stuff that people are going to use. So this ended up selling for $15 plus shipping. Everything's going to be plus shipping, so I'll save us the time right now. All right, moving along, we have Blur. There's No Other Way music CD right here. I don't know anything about this particular band, but we got a bunch of CDs a long time ago for 75 bucks for a full car full. So yeah, I just made sure that they're all in good condition. They were very easy to list. So yeah, it's nice when these little trickle sales come in. This sold for $6, so it's not like a mind-blowing sale, but it's really nice. Like I feel like I've been getting 1 or 2 sales either like a day or a week since I've listed them years ago. All right, next up is going to be some manga. These are like a trade paperback. This is called Priest. We have books 2, 6, and 7. It's by the Tokyo Pop Company. I haven't read this one, but manga and like this dark like little art and stuff here. People like this kind of stuff. This sold for the set of 3 for $15, so basically like 5 each. All right, moving along to something I was kind of surprised that it sold, but I still listed it anyways. So we have one of these vintage, it's like 1996 Tangerine Press, like tropical fish backdrop for like an aquarium. I think you like put it in the back. You can kind of see through the aquarium and it just makes like your aquarium look nicer. Or someone can use this as a poster. I like underwater fish art and stuff like this. So just looking at it relaxes me. But yeah, who knows what they're going to use it for. I'm surprised it sold because it still had the creases. Like someone folded this up. And I guess that's kind of easy to like kind of flatten out and make it work if you like tape glue or whatever other like tricks you know how to fix that. This sold for $13.49. All right, next up is going to be a catalog. Cabela's right here, Fall Master catalog. This is from 2010. We got a bunch of catalogs from some people, but they had a lot of sports, hunting, gun, like outdoor ones. They weren't really showing up to be good prices, so this one only sold for $5. But we also got like the fashion catalogs, the toy stores, and like the toy catalogs, electronic ones. Those were doing pretty good. The girls' clothing, yeah, the 90s one, yeah. We still have a couple. We sold a bunch. People have been watching us at least halfway through our channel. They saw that we sold a bunch. So yeah, only $5 for that, but I also grouped up some of the hunting ones. We have sold them. They're a lot lower, but they were really cheap and it was really easy to list. So not a big deal, but I like to sometimes individually do some stuff just to see what happens, like if they sell. All right. Next up is going to be Brady Games, Call to Power 2. Brady Games is like the company that makes strategy guide books. This one was interesting because it was sealed. I don't remember like a lot of strategy guide books being sealed. There is a seal rip somewhere. It's probably like a tiny one. I can't even see it right now looking at it. And I also put my own extra baggie over stuff just to make sure like liquid damage doesn't happen during shipping. But this sold for $12. I don't know anything about this particular game. It kind of looks like a RTS. There's a bunch of like little picture frames of people and there's like an alien or something. So yeah, never heard of that game, but yeah, that one sold for $12. All right, next up is going to be a repeat buyer right here. Star Trek Attack Wing, Jem'Hadar attack ship right here. So yeah, this is going to be like a prime figure by WizKids. You can prime, meaning you can just put paint on it. It will stick onto the ship. It has a couple of decals, but I think Attack Wing has like a bunch of rules and stuff. And I think this is kind of like a swap-in figure. I know I say that every time we sell one of these, but I'm just not 100% sure, and I keep forgetting to look it up. But this sold for $11.99. I know Attack Wing stuff is like pretty good, I think, if you get it like sealed. All right. Next up is going to be a miniature for a game called Dead Zone. It says Pathfinder Monocycle, just like a little individual figure in a baggie. I don't remember too much about the Dead Zone game. I think I heard about it once or twice at a shop at some point. I think it's a sci-fi like tactical skirmish game. So it is one of those miniature games we play on a table. And skirmish just meaning you usually get like a handful of units instead of like a whole army. So this sold for $11.88. We get a bunch of miniatures. I do enjoy selling them. All right, moving along is we have a Hordes thing, which is part of the Privateer Press. We saw a lot of the War Machine stuff, which is the steampunk version. This is Hordes. This is the Scorn faction. This is like their rule book. It shows all of their rules, all of their figures, all the points, all the stats for it. The Scorn are kind of like they have like these elephants, bigger, I think they call them like warjacks or beasts in the Hordes version, and then they have a bunch. I think they're kind of like orcish looking figures, kind of. But yeah, this is the rulebook, sold for $8.10. I got a bunch of these a long time ago before we were recording, and they do slowly sell when someone needs to look through all the rules and they want to build their army and look at all the figures. All right, next up is going to be Warhammer 40K, more bits and pieces. I have to see which one because I think these all went to different people. Been getting a bunch of offers, but yeah, we do combined shipping, but no one's like, they'll send one good offer and then a bunch of lower offers, and we're trying to like get a certain amount for these because we know they sell. So these right here are Chaos old Space Marine bits and pieces. So it looks like there's some jetpacks. It looks like there's some like arms and a couple, like a gun or two, and that's it. That's what these pieces are. They're still on their sprues. $15 for that particular one. So yeah, that's been my new favorite, is all the bits and pieces. All right, moving along, we have Battle Honors. These are going to be Austrian Rifle Infantry, still sealed in its pack right here. These metal miniatures, wargaming ones, we get a bunch of them. I have a lot still to work on and to list, but I've just been listing all different kinds of stuff. Today I've been working on HeroClix. Yesterday I was working on like dead card game stuff. All right, so this pack sold for $14.18. We do really good with those. All right, next up is something that's kind of unique. It's a Hometown Illinois Police badge, but not a badge. It's a picture of a badge on a trading card right here. So yeah, I have no idea. Like, it was just randomly in like some other stuff I had. I was like, what is this card? Sold for $6.50. Put in a top loader. It's ready to go. So yeah, really interesting stuff like that sells on eBay sometimes when there's not that many up there. You get to kind of pick a price and go from there. All right, next up is an Easter thing. This is going to be like an Easter flag. It has a bunny, some eggs, and like a blue backdrop. It folds. It's a pretty big like a banner. Someone's probably gonna use it for like either an event or like a party, so people know like where the house is. This sold for $6. Nothing super crazy. I think I net listed that years ago, so it's been a bit. All right, moving along is going to be some custom printed Monster Apocalypse like faction sheets right here. So this faction on top is the dinosaur faction. So they have different slots where you can keep your dice, your like ultra kaijudo that they switch forms, and then you keep your small units. When they get defeated, they go here. It's like your little small pool, and then I think there's like some kind of rule where they respawn, and then you keep your attack dice, defense dice, power dice down over here. It's just like a little playmat. These were well done, like custom ones. It has 15 different factions. Went to a repeat buyer for $11.99. I actually thought they were official at first until I kept looking and couldn't find anything on them. Yeah, I think that's everything. Sorry, I thought there was one more thing, but yeah. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to help support us, take a look and buy something down below.